What are we talking about today, Kenny?
We're talking about our latest breakthrough.
Yeah, no pun intended.
No, pun definitely intended.
Pun intended. So we're going to talk about, like Kenny wants to talk about this lovely Hydroboost setup we have here on our little F-150. I think all trucks should have Hydroboost, I'll be honest with you. I think it's the best braking system there is.
Most new trucks have it, don't they?
Correct. So what we ran into is putting a Hydroboost on a factory Ford Firewall means either a couple things. One,
Well, number one, why do you want Hydroboost? What's it do over that vacuum booster?
well, first thing, it doesn't look so derpy on the Firewall. I mean, the looks category is pretty high, and it functions better.
Oh, it does
braking.
function better.
Yes, it does function better. And our little 351 here that makes some good horsepower with the cam in it, I believe it's not going to have enough vacuum to stop it when you're sitting at a stoplight for long periods of time. So,
Yeah, I probably wouldn't like that. She'd start lurching.
Yeah, I think Miss Lisa would probably be upset if she started creeping forward without,
So what did we come up with here? What is this? I see it's some pretty fancy race car shit.
It's not race car shit. It's pretty simple. Anyone can buy this stuff off the old interweb. It's pretty simple. What we did is in the past.
Yeah, what I was gonna say in the past, what are people doing?
Yeah, in the past, what you do is you do an F Super Duty Hydroboost. And then if you're lucky enough and Jesus loves you, that he'll let you find a used F Super Duty pedal assembly to go with that, because it has to have both if you really want it to work properly.
Why did it need a pedal?
Well, because the pin on the brake pedal where the push rod hooks onto is in a different location. Now, some people, it doesn't take rock, it's not like we're curing cancer here, but you can actually cut the pin off and relocate it further up for the Hydroboost, for the F Super Duty Hydroboost. But it's kind of a pain in the ass, and some people don't weld so good, so you're kind of gambling on that one. And you got to figure out the location, which can be a little bit of a pain in the ass.
So we aren't using F Super Duty stuff here.
No, the other problem that I ran into, or that we're running into, is that F Super Duty remans are getting hard to find. And when you do, meaning remanufactured Hydroboosts, and when you do find them, cross your fingers if they're worth a shit. So the cores are getting less to find out there, so the manufacturers aren't going to carry them as much. So that's something that we're starting to see, that F Super Duty Hydroboosts are not a thing that are going to be readily available coming up here pretty soon. We're seeing it already, and I think it's going to get worse. But what are readily available is Super Duty Hydroboosts. Like your 05 and up Super Duty Hydroboosts are very readily available. And if you put the master on it that matches it, it does a great job in braking, especially if you're doing like this, 05 and up axles.
And this one we got here, is that, you said that's a Motorcraft new?
That's a brand new Motorcraft Hydroboost that you can get. And it's actually for pound, for dollar for dollar, it's very inexpensive. Now the only problem is the push rod is too long on it, and it mounts with the factory plate that comes on that comes with that is in the wrong locations. Holes are all in the wrong locations. So what we did is we designed a plate that puts the push rod in the right location to hook to the factory pedal, and then also locates it so the pedal's not too far off the floor or too low on the floor. Also puts this guy right against the firewall for location, because you can see right now with Greg from Desolate's kit, there isn't a lot of real estate. That's why we had to source out a Willwood Master, a short stubby Master, to fit here. Now on 7.3 trucks, the factory Super Duty Master will work. This is just a different animal because we had to deal with the coil tower.
The Super Duty Master that comes with that newer, like fits. 05 and up.
Want to fit on a 7.3 truck.
So what's the plan here? So obviously this is going to work really good on this truck. Is this something just a one-off?
We've never, we have a couple items we've never sold off of our project trucks, but this is one we'll sell. It'll be a DIY kind of setup. We'll give the customer the information and sell him the plate and what he needs to do. We can even sell him a Hydroboost if they want, a factory new, not a reman, if we can keep going down that road. We're looking into that right now, so yeah.
Just a little preview, huh?
Yeah, 99% of all of our products we sell on our website are because of something we wanted for ourselves, and they came out of necessity, not a market that we feel like needs to be met. So this was another thing that I really wanted for this truck, and I think, well, let's go ahead and do this. So, and what's really cool is on the 7.3 trucks, all you do if you want to run a Hydroboost system if you want to do it kind of clean, is you just order a F Super Duty power steering pump. It already has the extra port off the back of the reservoir for the return.
So those are readily available.
Those are readily available. In fact, I think a lot of the when you order a power steering pump for your 7.3, even those ones come with the extra port a lot of times, depending on what brand you're ordering.
Oh, one thing I don't know if we covered or not was the brake pedal. The stock brake pedal's in this truck.
Correct. We did not modify the brake pedal one bit. Stock brake pedal, stock height, all that stuff.
Well, that works good for...
Short legs.
Yep. Sweet. Let's be on the lookout for...
Something coming down the pipeline.
Coming down the pipeline. In the meantime, tally ho.